Hello there, fellow Pokemon Masters. My name is Nether. Have you ever looked at a random Pokemon stats and went, damn, that Pokemon's underrated? Well, my friends, that's exactly what we're going to be looking at today. The most underrated Pokemon in each generation. Let's get straight into it. Kicking off our list with the OG Kanto region, we have Pinsir. Now my friends, personally I believe Pinsir is very overshadowed by other Pokemon in this generation. Specifically Magmar and Electabuzz. When you look at Pinsir's stats, you realize that it's actually a pretty good Pokemon. And on the topic of Pinsir's base stat total, let's not forget to look at its attack and defense. Pinsir is not a tank. Pinsir is an entire Apache helicopter. I didn't even know that Pinsir was that good until I started researching for this video. Definitely one of the best bug types out there. And now, for Johto, we have Palpitoad. I did not know that this guy was that strong. Not only are all of its stats good, they're also pretty balanced. Personally, I like Poliwrath better than Politoed, but I have to admit, Politoed is definitely very strong. If you give this guy the right abilities and the right moveset and the right nature, it could definitely be a very dangerous Pokemon in competitive. Not only that, but its HM move pool is also fantastic. Now, on to Hoenn, where we have Walrein. Honestly guys, Walrein is one of the best Pokemon in Hoenn. If your Walrein is a high enough level, Sheer Cold will be an insanely powerful strategy to use. Not just that, but like Politoed, Walrein has pretty balanced stats, especially with its insanely high HP at 110. Next up in Sinnoh, I decided to give it to Togekiss. This Pokemon is a tank, a war machine, and a B2 Spirit Bomber. Why is this thing so insanely powerful? 545 base stat total? And it's not just that. Why is its special defense so high? And even higher than its special defense is its special attack. Now on to Unova, where I decided to give it to Chandelure. Now, some of you guys might be asking yourself, what is a Chandelure? Chandelure is a lamp. A very strong lamp. That's actually the best way I could describe Chandelure. It's a lamp, but a very strong lamp. And it's possessed. Come on, a lamp with special attack of 145. What is this thing on? Now, on to my editor's favorite region, Kalos, where we have Hawlucha. Now, this Lucha Libre warrior is very strong. Not only is this Lucha Libre warrior very strong, it is also very fast with a speed stat of 118. And with an attack stat of 92, this guy can deal some very strong damage very quickly. And with such a wide move pool and HM pool, this guy can deal some very intense damage. Now on to my personal favorite region, Alola, we have Dhelmise. Dhelmise is honestly quite a strong Pokemon. It has quite a strong attack stat at 131. But the issue is that they took from the speed stat and gave it to the attack stat, so it has a very low speed. But its defense is also pretty high at 100, so if it can survive an attack, it can pack a punch. I would have thought that the anchor Pokemon had a higher defense than attack stat, but nope. Now, on to Generation 8, also known as Galar, we have Phalanx. Now, this Pokemon might not have the highest base stat total, but its attack and defense are very high. Both its attack and defense are 100, meaning it can pack a punch and it can tank a punch. All of its other stats, they're not the best, but if it can tank a hit, it could probably attack back very strong as well. Don't judge a Phalanx based off of its size, because who knows, it might have a base attack and defense of 100. Finally, onto the most recent generation, Paldea, where we have Skullvillain. Now my friends, I love the grass and fire type, so this might be biased, but most likely not, because this is actually a very good Pokemon. There's not much I could say about Skullvillain because I don't know too much about it, because personally, I don't play the Paldea games that much. But what I can say is that its attack and special attack are amazing at 108 each. And everything else is mediocre. But still a good Pokemon. Well my friends, this is the end of the video. Remember kids, it's on the inside that matters, not the outside. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more exciting Pokemon content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Until next time trainers, stay awesome and let's catch them all together.